Alright, so C. Tom Surson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwall, Nelton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Batford, Blue Boy Boxes, Roble, Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery. Maybe Bernard, maybe, see, Hurley Surfing, Hurley Hat. Maybe, Bernard, you and your team should apologize to Chad Hurley and the Hurley Surfing girls who are blue for jacking up their water world. Because, you know, maybe a girl who is a surfer didn't want her arm bitten off by a shark. And since you ran Carney Stucker show, Bernard, and ruined everybody's shit, they ruined the water world. And so the sharks couldn't swim in the deep water. And so, because the water is more shallow now and all messed up, she got her hand bitten off. And she didn't want her hand bitten off, Bernard. So you can apologize to Chad Hurley and Google and, you know, that girl for that happening, because you made people and animals go nutter, Bernard, with your Carney boy of Randy. It doesn't think he has to follow any rules and shit, and you guys pop stuff out of people's heads and all that, Dave, and fucked up everything because the water used to be blue. So then you can apologize to Kim and Phil and whoever else, Brian, for screwing up their stuff, Bernard, because you just seem to think, Dave and Bernard and Harry, you can just do whatever the fuck you want to people. And, you know, maybe NATO and some of that stuff had that all nice and balanced, and you guys came in and fucked up their shit for Carney and made Bailey sick and puke, and then Sasha puke, and you guys just sit there and think it's all fucking funny and shit. Let's do this some more. Man, for a magician, Harry, you've got to be one of the dumbest motherfuckers with Joe I've ever met. And then they're going to turn it into the fat people sob story, figured it out where the purity line and shit. How about you guys just didn't fuck with people's shit in the first place, dude? And maybe then, Bernard, you can apologize to the Schwartzes for screwing up the Disney thing, because, you know, Ellery and them thought that was funny to mess up their shit too, right? Poke, poke, poke. See why the group of you are getting so fucking annoying? Because probably some areas of the United States, they were working to get it all nice and filled out, but we had to have Aurora Central debate team and country and western and the ghetto life, because supposedly Dave and Perlita were God and never were, because they want to now have ministry and sound and mix the needle and get in everybody's shit. So because really Dave's in competition with Jim and Rob Wright and audio analysts and, you know, all this shit with the All-American. If we're the All-Americans, we can just get into everything and just make a mess. And the guy sits there and all thinks it's fucking funny, because then he can just point and blame other people for his dumb fuckery, because he couldn't take responsibility for what he actually did in the first place. Bernard. See why I want to respect veterans and stuff, but you guys got to do something else. Realize the mistakes you made in the past. Because some people had some good ideas that you guys grifted, but you guys come out and move into places that you don't know anything about. Or you don't even take the real time, even though some of you have been out here longer than me, and you don't even take the time to listen to people still and realize what's going on. So since Hurley's there, and, you know, Chad Hurley made Google with Steve Chen and Jawed, Bernard, why don't you take your group and apologize to them and Eric Schmidt and all them, because maybe they were trying to fix it, Bernard, but you want to pump Carney noise for the 300th time and make zombies again, because supposedly Dave and all them are so superior and shit, and then you guys just go, well, don't move it, yes, well, maybe if you guys didn't commit rape and murder and theft of me and my dad and my friends and all that before, Joe and Bernard, and swap it around so, you know, your special select could rule the earth when they weren't supposed to be, guess what? Like I said, Steve Chen and Eric Schmidt actually get to prove there was another different reality that was building up until the Banshee Indians decided to come and raid a home with some bullshit theory and steal everybody's shit and kill them, because cowboy country and western fucking Harry wanted to be a pedophile and a fucking porn actor.